Pick up your gear and open your chests. Throw on your armor and head out on a quest. Hey, hey, it's a brand new day.
It's not only a brand new day, it's a brand new champion. Tesselhoff, Barefoot, the famous Dragonlance party. Cheers everyone, I'm your Dystopian Innkeeper. Tesselhoff's Spotlight, CNE Spotlight, just went live, and I will link it as usual in the description down below. And that sounds so professional, it's unbelievable. Let's have a look at the new champion, Tesselhoff. Excitable, friendly and insatiable curious, Tesselhoff Barefoot is a kender of no small renown. Oh yes. He's a support and speed champion who buffs champions in one of the back 3 columns of the player's choice. His diversionary nature strengthens that column at the cost of positional formation abilities next to him. Yeah. And his Wanderlust further increases his support as the party remains in an area. Finally, his habit to borrow items speeds up progression in areas with quest items. To learn everything you need to know about this kender rogue with a god as his best friend, read on in the spotlight. We will go to that spotlight. Tesselhoff, seat 11. Blocking Rust. Okay. And Dirge. Okay, that's fine. He has a crit chance of 2.5% and a crit damage of 100%. Pretty straightforward for a non-DPS champion. He's a male kender, 38 years old or young. He's neutral good. I would see him as maybe oscillating between neutral good and chaotic good, to be perfectly honest, but CNE says he's neutral good. Overwhelm point 5. He's not a tank. He's a rogue, a support and speed champion, and belongs to the Heroes of the Lance affiliation. He's eligible for Mert, Vajra and Elminster until the 1st of April in 2029, 3 years after he came alive. He will get 2 feats that will make him eligible for Strat and Sariel. I'm going to talk about that later. Or I'm going to talk about that later. Let's speed things up a little bit. Good. Speed potions always help. His basic attack, the Hoopak, that's a ranged attack. Tesselhoff fires a stone at the closest enemy, dealing 1 hit. Lovely. Heroes and champions just throwing stones. I like that. His passive ability, Fearless. Tesselhoff is immune to being stunned. He's not a DPS though. That might be interesting against bosses that stun. Let's see how that works once Tesselhoff goes live. His formation abilities. Diversion. Tesselhoff prevents any champion-sourced non-healing positional formation abilities from targeting his slots or adjacent slots. not and adjacent slots or adjacent slots. For each prevented ability per slot, he gains a diversion stack. So if you choose to target adjacent slots too, you probably will get more diversion stacks, I guess. Pretty sure about that. Teslov increases the effect, it says, of his map collector specialization, coming soon, by 10% for each diversion stack, stacking multiplicatively. Going to talk about the map collector soon. The borrower. Yes, Tess is a famous, infamous borrower. Each time the party completes an area, Teslov somehow comes into possession of some future quest items, setting his found item stacks to 7. When Teslov attacks an enemy that can drop quest items, there's a 10% chance he spends a found item stack, and adds a quest item to the party's progress. Yeah, that's not really, it doesn't sound all too speedy. We'll see. A 10% chance that he spends a found item stacks and adds a quest item, meaning most probably one quest item to the party's quest progress. So every 10th attack of Teslov adds one, for example, Wolf Claw. Okay, that doesn't sound all too speedy, I'm sorry. The Wanderlust. Teslov grows impatient, like Lae'zel, if he remains in the same area for a long time. Teslov increases the effect of his map collector specialization. Going to talk about that very soon. By 100% for every 10 seconds the party is in an area, stacking multiplicatively up to 12 times and resetting when changing areas. Question is, with those increasing buffs every 10 seconds, is that real time? Or do speed potions influence that? Doesn't say anything. So I guess we just have to wait until Teslov finally goes live in quite exactly 5 days. His specializations. A. Map collectors specializations. The pre-cataclysm. Teslov increases the damage of champions in the rearmost column by 100%. So at the moment here in that Jorvern time gate, it would be Certainty Dran in my formation right now. Time of Darkness, another map collector specialization. Teslov increases the damage of champions in the second to rearmost column by 100. So Jaheira and Chalaxel for me in that formation right now. Map collector War of the Lands. Teslov increases the damage of champions in the third to rearmost column by 100%. Alaric and Merylvan in my case. Specializations B. All about friends. Small, fast and old friends. Small friends. Teslov increases the effect of his map collector specialization, increasing the damage of champions in the last 3 columns of your choice by 100% for each dwarf, Fairy, Gnome, Goblin, Halfling, Kender, new race by the way, in Idle Champions, new race in Idle Champions, Kobold and or Plasmoid champion in the formation stacking multiplicatively. The Fast Friends targets speed champions and or champions with a dexterity of 16 or higher in the formation stacking multiplicatively, increasing the effect of his map collector specialization by 100% for each of those champions. The Old Friends Tesselhoff increases the effect of his map collector specialization by 100%, again 100%, for each hero of the lands. Talking about heroes of the lands, let's put Raistlin in. Sorry, Raistlin. Old Friends. Tesselhoff increases the effect of his map collector specialization by 100% for each hero of the lands and champions that are 38 years and older in the formation, stacking multiplicatively. So that's pretty straightforward. Picking the highest number because he increases it by 100% for the small, fast and old friends. Each straightforward specialization B. His ultimate ability makes me smile. I'm not the hero, it's a magic ability. Tesselhoff encourages the next champion to use the ultimate to deal 400% more damage with that ultimate. So if you click, the way I understand it, if you click on Tesselhoff's ultimate, the next ultimate from another champion deals 400% more damage. Nice, good idea. So his ultimate doesn't do any damage, but the next ultimate from another champion deals 5 times more damage, 400%. His equipment, straightforward too. Slot 1 buffs the map collector specialization, slot 2 buffs the second set of the specializations, the small, fast and the old friends. Slot 3 is the diversion buff, where Tesselhoff prevents any champion sourced non-healing positional formation abilities from targeting his slot or adjacent slots, plural. Good. Slot 4 for his equipment is the borrower buff, where Tess borrows an item and speeds up things a little bit. Okay, if that scales high enough, that might be even worth it. Okay, that's good. Slot 5 buffs the Wanderlust ability, where Tesselhoff grows impatience if he remains in the same area for a long time. And slot 6, as with most champions, is his ultimate cooldown. So I'm not going to talk about the uncommon feats, but let's have a look at the rare and especially the epic feats. Inspiring Leader, pretty straightforward, 20% damage for all champions. The Cartographer increases the effect of Tesselhoff map collector specialization by 40%. His specialization choice A, Pre-Cataclysm, Time of Darkness or War of the Lands. Overlooked increases the effect of Tesselhoff's diversion ability by 40%. Curious increases the effect of Tesselhoff's borrower ability by 40%. The Scout increases Wanderlust by 40%. Favorable increases the effect of Teslav's second set of specializations by 40%, so the small, fast or old friends. I need a sip of coffee. Yes, at 9 p.m. UTC +1. His epic feats. Acquisitive increases the effect of Tesselhoff's borrower ability by 80%. Speeding things up again. That's available in the Wanderlust Tesselhoff theme pack. The Scholar increases the intelligence score of Tesselhoff by 2 from 11 to 13, which makes him eligible for Zariel. Is that right? Let's have a look. I think it's Zariel. Zariel needs a strength of 10 and a charisma of 13. So no, it's it's Strahd. It's Strahd. Of course, it's Strahd. The Scholar increases the intelligence score by 2. Tesselhoff has an intelligence score of 11, with the Scholar an intelligence score of 13, making him eligible for Strahd. And Zariel, he becomes eligible for Zariel with the Entertainer, increases the charisma score of Tesselhoff by 2, which means from 11 to 13. And he already has a strength core of 13, so he is eligible for Zariel 2. Those two feats are available as event rewards. Good. Oh boy, good old Tess. I kind of like him. I'll see you at the unlock of Tesselhoff Barefoot in 4 days and 22 hours at the time of the recording. And in the meanwhile, I think you know how it is. Everyone, have fun, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.
Pick up your gear and open your chests. Throw on your armor and head out on a quest. Hey, hey. It's a brand new day.